What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck9916 and welcome to episode 10 of the Euro Truck Simulator 2 Hard Economy mod. Just one day left until we have the new map expansion that's going to come out, so I'm super excited for that. One note, the Pro Mods trailer and company pack, which is what I've been using, is incompatible with the new 1.33 update, which just came out yesterday. So I'm going to use the Scandinavian trailer pack and real European companies for now. Obviously, when I go to continue the game, it's going to say that it's not going to work, but let's try to load it anyway. I don't think it'll break the game. Anyway, so we are going to be trying to get back to Stockholm. We're going to head down to Kalmar episode. So hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday afternoon. There we go. Game change detected. Your truck was reparked. Obviously, I don't have a truck, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and look at the quick job. So we were in Orebro at the end of the last episode, and we got some lag. Alright, I could head straight to Stockholm, but I do want to have a bit of a longer video for you guys. So let's go ahead and see. Oh, there's nothing to go south this time, is there? Was it Orebro at the end of the last episode? Yeah. Aalborg, Jönköping, Vaxio. We go to Vaxio. I thought there was one to Kalmar, but I guess that with the game update, it has unfortunately gotten rid of that. And as I said, I don't want to just do a short little delivery. So let's see if we can do... we could go all the way there. That's too far. We've been to Västerås before. Linköping, we've been there. I kind of like this because it does check off a new city, but then it's kind of a long way back to Stockholm. I wonder if we just have a short delivery here to Uppsala, because we've not been there yet, and then perhaps we can head from there to Stockholm, see if there's a real short delivery after that. So let's go ahead and take these Bracco vans, whatever those are. Fragile cargo, standard delivery, high value cargo. So we'll go ahead and take that in the Scania. So we'll go ahead and take that job. And then, of course, we'll do 2 deliveries in this episode since this is a short one. Man, only 163 euros, so that kind of that kind of sucks. All right, but anyway, hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday. Week's been pretty good for me so far. Just more excited for the 1.33 update than anything else going on this week, to be honest. Engine on, lights on, and oh, I see. They are they're actual cars. They're vans. So that's what, so they were literal vans. I didn't know what a Bracco van was. I thought that was some sort of a industrial something or whatnot, but that explains what it is. Let's take a look at our route here. In Orebro, we'll head up the E18, which of course we've been to Västerås before, and then we'll go to Uppsala, and it looks like we're at a Freja. So I think some of the stores have definitely changed names from the Pro Mods pack, but that's okay. With the new update, guys, there's also a new city in Sweden. Kapellskär, I'm not really sure how to say that, but it's just a port basically. And then they've added a new one in Germany, which is Travemünde, and that's just a port as well, it looks like. But also they've reworked a lot of Germany, a lot of the highways are redone. It looks like Berlin has a new ring road around it. I don't know if that was there in the past. So a lot of changes in northern Germany. Obviously we haven't really gotten down there yet. We've basically spent most of our time in Sweden and other parts of Scandinavia. But in the next episode tomorrow, we will be headed to further east than we have ever gone before, into Finland, and then eventually into the Baltic states. And I think that because of the new game update, I'm gonna do perhaps 2 episodes in one day. I think you guys would probably enjoy to see that. I think I'd like to add that into the channel tomorrow. So perhaps a double upload day. I've never done something like that before, but you know, I'm pretty excited for the new expansion to come out, and you know, it's out at midnight, I believe, tonight. So as soon as it is released, I will definitely be playing it and have a lot of videos for you guys. Definitely gonna upload probably every day over the weekend as well. Probably be out of town on Saturday, but I'll just, you know, record ahead of time. I seem to record these a day early anyway, so wait for this red light. Sun should be coming up soon. The moon's getting a little bit low in the sky. There's also a lot of new features with the 1.33 update. They've added more realistic raindrops on the windows now, which I mentioned in the last episode. Those are finally installed, so I'll be excited to check that out once that comes out. And there's plenty of other changes as well. I think you can have, customized trailers that you can save presets to add those to the game. Obviously, the 2 new port cities are big. All sorts of reworking in terms of truck physics. I think there's new brake physics, and it seems like they're even more sensitive than before, at least from so far. But I guess we'll see. I also noticed that the wheel is turning a lot quicker than... It usually takes a lot more turning of the wheel to turn a truck. Now I'm finding myself hardly having to turn it at all. So perhaps that's something that's changed. There were a bunch of other small changes that they made to the game that I think they're all good changes. They're all things that are going to make the game better and more enjoyable to play. So I'm pretty excited for this pretty major 1.33 update. And I am pretty excited for, obviously, the new map expansion. I'm going to go ahead and go on SCS Software's blog right now and read off to you all of the updates that are with 1.33 for those of you that don't play this game or haven't played it yet, or haven't played the new update yet, should I say, or haven't at least looked at it. Be in their forum. It's on their blog. Don't be on your phone when driving. It's not safe. There's also American Truck Simulator 1.33, which just came out, and they have detours now, which I think are really cool. I'm pretty excited for that. It seems like the suspension's a little bit more stiff so far. The truck seems to be bouncing up and down a little bit more, so that seems interesting. Alright, so anything that has changed: buyable high-capacity transport double trailers. So only in Finland, believe it or not, interestingly enough. So that's quite interesting. Buyable double flatbed trailers, which is, of course, what I use in Scandinavia, and which is, of course, I've driven those all the time, so I'll now be able to buy those trailers. Buyable container and brick trailers, which are nice. Buyable Krone box liner with the Krone DLC required. I don't think I have that DLC, so I'll have to look into that. The big one, Steam-based cloud profiles, and I'm super excited about this because I have another profile that I've mentioned before. I don't really use it on YouTube, but I use it on my laptop, and I can't wait to upload it to Steam and be able to play it on here. The only thing is, I play it on a Mac computer, so I hope it'll transfer over from Apple to Windows. I think it should be able to, but I'll have to double check on that one. Hopefully everything works just fine, but I'm really excited about that because I'll be able to, I find myself wanting to play this game more than I do, and the problem is that, I don't want to constantly be playing it, because that's not really good for YouTube videos, because if I'm playing 5 hours a day, well, I can't really upload all that. Oh, someone got pulled over. That's another new update, new flashing lights, and they actually look pretty nice. I like the blue lights on there, so these random events have definitely made the game a lot better as well. But anyway, so that's a huge update. I'm really looking forward to being able to just drive around, England and Germany, which is usually where, I'm based in Stockholm on that map, but I'm trying to kind of just do England and Germany a lot. I'm trying to not go down to the other parts of the map because I'm trying to save that for this profile. But perhaps I will install ProMods on that map as well, but then again, ProMods is going to be a while before it's updated because of the 1.33 update and because of the new DLC. So reusable truck and trailer configuration templates are also coming out. That's what I mentioned earlier. Physics improvements, it says suspension, damping, braking, and COGs. Not sure what COG is, but I've definitely noticed the suspension change. The raindrops behavior has changed. As I mentioned, the music shuffling has changed, so that's nice for my other profile because I don't talk when I'm using that one, so that'll be good. Country and city name localization settings. I forgot about that. So if we go to the map, it is changed. See, it says Gothenburg now instead of Göteborg. So it actually is showing the English name. If I want to be able to change that, I can change it back. So I guess some of the names have changed. Let's see. Yeah, Krakow's now Krakow instead of whatever it had. It's not Warsaw, it's Warklaw. So it's given it the anglicized name for a lot of the cities. Rome's now Rome instead of Roma. So, on one hand, I like to be able to pronounce the names properly, but on the other hand, when I get to Russia, I'm not going to be able to name Russian symbols. So that's kind of going to be nice to have once that once I get the new DLC tomorrow. So pretty excited for that. And then there's a new thing for blinking lights, a new command that people can have to try to fix that, and the 2 new port cities, which I've already showed you guys. So those are the major changes in the game. My economy mod also had to be updated, and I see I just passed $4,000. I didn't realize I did that at the end of the last episode, but it took a day after the new expansion, or after the 1.33 came out for that to actually be done with. Whoa, these brakes are very touchy. Wow, I just tapped it a little bit to try to slow down, and they are, holy moly. I think I'm gonna have to change that setting on my pedals, because that's just, to be honest, it's just unrealistic how tough those brakes are. I mean, you come to a stop, like, you barely tap the brakes and you come to a stop. So after our first delivery, or after this episode, I'm gonna change it, and then hopefully it's better in the next episode, because to be honest, oh my goodness, I barely tap the brakes and my truck just comes to a stop, and that's not realistic at all. I mean, no car, no truck has brakes that are that good, so that kind of is something I want to change. But those are all the new updates for 1.33. I would expect that detours are going to come now. They hinted at that with their American Truck Sim update. They said that it's temporarily exclusive to American Truck Sim, which means it's obviously going to come to ETS too. So I'm pretty excited about that happening. And by the way, look at this fog. I don't know if I've seen a weather like this quite before in the game. This is new. I mean, I don't think it's new. I just think I've never seen weather quite along the lines of fog like this. It's getting light out, but the visibility's bad. I really like this. It looks really fantastic, to be honest. That is really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, you can see the moon going down behind us, but the sun should be coming up in the direction that we're going, because we're headed east. So that's kind of interesting. That kind of looks nice. As I said, I don't really think I've seen fog like this before in the game, so maybe that's another change or something. I'm not sure. One thing I really want to see changed, another thing I have not really mentioned in a previous episode, and I saw someone comment this on Reddit. It would be nice if there was better, oh, there we go. Looks like it's kind of lifting, and it's just the morning fog lifting up. I can see the actual sky for the first time now. So, but anyway, I'd like to see some more realistic weather. Obviously, I've mentioned seasons before. They really need that in the game. But also something that I think they kind of need is, worse thunderstorms to come through, and winds, and weather that is more. You might have a quick storm come through for 30 minutes, right? A summer line of storms or something like that. Obviously, in Sweden, I don't think they really get severe thunderstorms much, but I've heard people say that. I don't think the weather's bad in this game. I think it's pretty realistic depending on location. It rains a lot in the UK and Sweden, which is obviously, realistic. So I don't think it's going to rain a lot when I head down to Italy eventually, because they don't really get all that much rain. Same in the south of France, where it's a lot more Mediterranean climate. So we'll see when that comes out. 48 minutes still. Looks like it's kind of a back country road to head into Uppsala here. Very scenic, though, and very, very beautiful. I gotta say, this game really has come a long way compared to what it was when it first came out, which is hard to believe. It's already been like 6 years. ProMods is about to celebrate their 5th anniversary, which is just incredible that the game's been out this long, to be honest. They've really, that's one thing about gaming nowadays. I was thinking about this earlier. Back in the day, you would buy a video game, and the game would just be, released, and that they would be it. That would be the final game. Perhaps they'd release another, expansion pack. That's a cute little village right there. I like those. I like that red house. Perhaps they'd have an expansion pack, or maybe 1 or 2. I know Zoo Tycoon had a lot of those, so they did a good job with that, and The Sims always had a ton. But most gaming franchises just released a game, and then it was the next game. It wasn't expanded upon like this. An 18 Wheels of Steel game came out, and there was no expansion. It would just be a new game. And now, with the ability to have DLCs, obviously, I think I've talked in previous episodes how companies can rip you off because they don't really release the full game, and then they just try to sell you the game through the DLC. But the thing with that is, let's go ahead and slow down here. Let that guy in. There we go. The thing is, on the flip side, for example, with SCS Software, they've done a good job with the initial game, and the DLCs have truly been add-ons to what was already a full game when it came out, and they just keep making it better and better. The game becomes better and better with each update, and I think it's about a perfect example of just doing a really good job updating a game and making it nice. Speaking of nice, it is nice to finally drive in the day. We've been driving in the dark for like 2 episodes, and I'm really getting sick of it. It's nice to have some daytime. Obviously, the days are really short right now with this mod. It's getting kind of annoying. I think I might disable that mod for the when the new expansion comes out, since I haven't really added the winter mod yet. So I might get rid of that real sunrises and sunsets. We'll see. Uppsala discovered. There's a weird building that they have on the outside of their city. Oh, watch the speed there. Don't want to get me a ticket. What a beautiful sunrise, though. Here in the northernmost city in Euro Truck Simulator 2, for now. I think Finland's going to be further north when it comes out, so for now, this is as far north as we can go in the vanilla game without pro mods or any other map expansion packs. And it's the last day that we'll be able to see that, because tomorrow is the new map. I'm sorry, 2 days from now is the new map expansion. Tomorrow, in terms of when I'm uploading this video, it's Tuesday as I record, but Wednesday as I upload. So that's a cool building back there, cool church. I remember seeing these from my old profile. It's been a while since I've been to Uppsala. Very, very beautiful, though. Very quintessential Scandinavian. Alrighty. Go ahead and turn in here. Into the Freya. Don't really know why a store like this needs vans, but that's not for me to determine, obviously. Alright, let's go ahead and head in. Wow. Our revs maxed out there. That was weird. Alrighty. I also got to start thinking about what kind of truck I want. Because I think, you know, eventually I'll be able to take a loan out and buy a truck. We're not quite there yet because, you know, the loans payback. I'm going to have to look at the payback rates for the loans. But I think eventually, sometime soon, it's going to be time to buy a truck. So I'm going to really want to start looking into what kind of trucks I like the most. I will say I like the Scania a lot, and I'm kind of considering going with it just because it's Scandinavian, and I'm obviously based in Scandinavia. Alright, for the first time, I backed it up the right way without even having to put any thought into it. As y'all know, I've had a lot of trouble adapting to braking, or adapted to backing in with a wheel. That engine idle sounds totally different, too. Wow, sounds completely different than before. Wait, that's the wrong way. I gotta go left with the wheel if I want the back to go out the right mirror. It's opposite. And we're hitting something. Alright, let's move it forward again. Alrighty. See, my problem is my setup's not very good. If I can get the setup better, then I think I can fix it overall. Oh, I hit that thing. Come on, get through it, get through it. Nope, it's gonna be stuck. Gonna be stuck. Alright. Alright, now let's straighten it out. Come on, we're hitting the thing again. Ugh, I can turn my lights off, that's for sure. Oops. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons here. Wowie zowie. Alright, let's just back it straight up. Okay, it's hitting the thing. We gotta go forward more here. Alright, let's go all the way left. Have this thing really back up the right way. I might have to reset this all up, because this has been a disastrous job here. Yeah, this is bad. Tell you what, guys, we are going to completely restart this, because this is embarrassing. I'm like 9 deliveries in. I should be able to do a better job than this. What I gotta do is just bring it in at an angle like this. There we go. There's like a mechanic shop in the back. Maybe that's why we had to deliver vans. Maybe they're heading into there and getting the vans fixed. Maybe this is like some sort of a van or car auto body shop. It looks like it might be. As I said, I'm not really sure what in the world this company is, because I'm not from Europe and I've never heard of it. Alright, just look out the mirror. Follow that in. There we see. This is much better. And my wheel won't turn any more to this direction now. See, look how much better that was. Look how much better. Alright, we want to get it better than that. I'm going to start going for perfection on these instead of just making it green. Green is not good enough anymore. Okay. Put this into reverse. We want this to go out the left a little bit. Let's look out the back. Looks pretty straight. Just straighten it out. Go a little bit more to this side. Keep backing it up. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Let's just pull it forward a tad because we backed up a little too far. Alright, go ahead and put that parking brake on. Which button did I assign for the parking brake? There it is. Turn the engine off. How do we do? Alright, actually, it's a little, maybe a tad crooked, but overall I'd say that looks pretty good. That is definitely acceptable. See how much better I did by just going out at a certain angle and then coming back? I made it much better. So that does that, and it looks like we don't quite level up to level 7 quite yet. But we'll go ahead and take another job now. Haven't done 2 jobs in an episode in a while, so that's kind of nice. Alright, so we want to just see if we can get back to Stockholm. Kalmar, Gdansk. Oh, geez. It doesn't really look like there is anything back to Stockholm, is there? It's either Kalmar or Gdansk. Wow, is that really it? Oslo, Jönköping. That's too far. That's 5 hours. Oh, geez. Just trying to get to Stockholm, folks. I don't want to go all the way down there. Perhaps there's a way to... I wish I could skip forward in time. Let's see. Progress history, skills, truck dealers, trailer upgrades. Let's pay the bank a visit. Why don't we do that? Why don't we take a look at these loans? All right, so to buy a truck, we could do 300,000 for 556 a day. I mean, we could definitely pay that back and get our truck now. Truck dealers. What if we discovered just the Scania in Stockholm? Let's go ahead and give them a visit. Travel to Stockholm and visit the Scania dealer. Perhaps if we buy a truck, that'll be a way to get us back to Stockholm. And that'll be perfect for our new update. We gotta look at the prices of these. We don't have the levels for these other ones yet. What's the cheapest one? I mean, that's only 112,000, so we could take the $300,000 loan and pay that back quite easily. We'd have plenty of money to do it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of this. How do you... Turns the lights on. Let's go in. Let's hop inside, see if I like it. Where's the inside? Here we go. Pretty basic Scania, no GPS. So we'd have to use our good old route advisor. Got a little sleeper compartment in the back. That's just the UK side. Yeah, it's a pretty basic Scania. It doesn't look bad at all, though. I mean, for a first truck, if it's something that we can afford. Because if you think about it, I mean, we make like $200 per delivery, basically, and we're already making about $400 a day. That would go up with the new. That would go up with the new purchases of the with the new deliveries once we actually have a truck. But let's see what else they got here. It's good for normal cargo. It's not good for heavy cargo, but that's okay. We'd still be making more money. Do you want to cancel all new modifications? Yes. I don't want to order anything yet. We got this one. What's the difference? It looks like it's the same truck. It's just different color. Streamline versus our normal roof. That's 123,000. 125. So that's not really all that much more. It's only 10,000 more. The best one's obviously a lot. The question is, do I want to buy a cheaper truck now and, you know, eventually give this to one of my drivers later on and have a cheaper set, or do I want to have a more expensive a more expensive truck now and try to build it? I mean, what I'd ultimately like to do, we're not even to level 14 yet. And obviously that's going to take level 25 to get something like that. So, I mean, that's obviously a waste of money at this point. We can't even take out the loan for that. But I think I'm going to go with Scania because I like the Scania. I mean, I had the Mercedes the last time. It's either that or my other option is, of course, the Volvo. But I haven't even discovered a Volvo dealer yet. And I've done a bad job, guys. I haven't taken the time to discover any other truck dealers throughout the map. So, let's see. Again, no good jobs from Uppsala. We could go down to Jönköping and then back up to Stockholm. But again, I want to be close to here because I want to have a job to get into Finland or Estonia. So I think my best bet is just to stay up here where I am. Why did the music stop? That was really weird. It just like stopped in the background. I could go down to Poland and then enter through the south and end up in Lithuania. That could kind of work as well if I wanted to do another delivery now. Of course, I'd have to discover another truck dealer. Let's go ahead and look at the bank again. I want to see what those loans are. Bank. So again, we'd have to take out the 300,000, and it would be 556 a day, which is enough. Is enough for us to pay back. If we bought a truck that only cost 100,000, I think we'd more than be able to repay this over a shocking 630 days, which is a lot. I'm not going to lie. How much is a trailer if we wanted to get one of those as well? 33,700. So we could start with our own trailer as well and actually do that and possibly make some big changes in this episode. I'm gonna stop and think about it. I'll continue the video in 1 second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we are back, and I have decided to go ahead and take the $300,000 loan and buy the truck. So I thought about what I wanted to do, and I realized I need to get a truck anyway. I looked up where the nearest Volvo dealer is, and it's in Göteborg, which is, of course, on the entire other side of the country. And I figured I want to support my home city. We have a dealer here. We're going to go ahead with the Scania because they're basically based in Stockholm, where their factory is in Södertälje, which is just south of Stockholm. So, of course, the one thing that bothered me about it is a little unrealistic. But on the flip side, so would it be if I just kept driving until I had enough money, because what about living expenses? That's not really accounted for in the game either. That's something they need to add to the game. Companies that you can work for. Like, instead of just taking random jobs with random companies, work for an actual company and make your money that way and build up until you can somehow buy a truck. Of course, in real life, I don't think your average trucker will ever be able to do that, though, so I guess there's some gray area financially, but that's just the way it is. So we're going to go ahead and take this loan. I figured I'd be able to afford this. $556 a day is what we'll have to make. We'll obviously have to sleep now. I think we'll be able to do that just fine. We have 630 days to repay it, and of course, we're not even going to, spend all of that up front. So we're going to go ahead and go with that, confirm it, and we now have $304,000, which is crazy because we finally just got to 4,000. So let's go ahead and visit the truck dealer in Stockholm. Go ahead and, we don't want to buy online. We want to visit the selected dealer. Now we have to figure out what exactly we want. So we got the highest level truck that we can currently afford is this one. So we're going to go ahead and look inside. I'd like to see if they have a GPS in it. Looks like they do. No, that's just entertainment. I don't think that works as a GPS screen. So we're going to have to look at these options. This one is a little bit more expensive. It looks like it's got some more maneuverability and normal cargo than the other truck. Let's go ahead and look at the options, though. So we have, this one's the cheapest. It's 112. So these two are the same price. 123 and 125. What's really the difference? Let's see. The fuel tank is fuel tank's smaller in this one. Engine torque is going to be higher. Engine power is going to be a little higher. But there's not really much of a difference between all these trucks. Series R, I mean, these are really into your better trucks here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of these. It looks like this one just sits a little bit... Yeah, the way it sits is a little bit different. What's the difference between these two in terms of how it actually runs? I don't think there's much. It's basically just a different series. So let's go ahead and look at the inside of this white one here and check it out. Yeah, it's got the same bed as anything else. It's got the same interior, so they're basically the same. It looks like we have a standard light and standard dark interior. So there's the light one, there's the dark one. Ooh, I kind of like the dark one a little bit more. But that light one's nice. I like the light one, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other truck though and make our decision on do we want to get this one or the other one. I mean, this one does have 10 more horsepower and a little bit better torque right up front, but it does cost a little bit more. It's $10,000 more. If you look at the inside of it, I guess that really depends. That can be a big factor. This one doesn't have any sort of entertainment like the other one does. Not that I'm gonna listen to the radio because I'm recording episodes, but you know, let's see. This one just looks like it's got a little bit less to offer on the inside, and I'm guessing the upgrade options are gonna be a little bit less. So let's go ahead and okay, this one does not have an engine retarder. Let's see if the other one does. Whoopsies. That is not what I wanted. That shows all of your different ones. I guess the roof is just the difference between this one and the other one. Does it have an engine retarder? No. So neither one does. It looks like they're basically going to be very similar. Normal roof. We can only afford one chassis. Engine, we can upgrade a little bit. That's only 2,000 more. We have some money to spare, to be honest. We're going to buy a trailer as well, but we're going to have more than enough money with this loan to, I think, be okay. So I think we can kind of spend a little bit more. I mean, that gives us an engine retarder right there, the GRS 905R. So I kind of think we would go with that. I like the light compared to the dark on the inside. And let's see what else. We can change the paint job, of course. What color are we going to want to go with? It looks like our colors kind of got that blue. We could add the Swedish flag. That would be kind of cool. Where is our... There it is. That's our company right there, Eurostar Trucking. Man, do I like that. It's $11,000 for that paint job. But it sure does look nice, and imagine having a fleet of Scanias that all look like that. That would be a pretty cool thing to have. Another option that we could do, however, is could we buy 2 trucks that are cheaper? Rather than $150,000, we could buy 2 trucks, and one could be mine. One we could hire a driver, and we could start making more money that way as well. That would kind of be nice. Let's go ahead and see how. Let's see if we can customize the other truck. Let's see. What's the difference between these two? R and Streamline. So it looks like they're basically almost the same truck. But this one's like $1,000 cheaper despite the very few differences. Let's see if I can get an engine retarder on that. That would be nice to have. No, there's only one. Okay, yeah, it does give us one. So that adds an engine retarder as well. Again, the inside's going to be a little bit less, but I mean, it's not that much cheaper. It's only a $10,000 difference. But if we bought 2 of these, we'd be at like $250,000, and then we'd have another $50,000 to spare. I only want to buy one. I want to buy 2 trailers though, so I don't think we could afford 2 trailers unless we took out another loan. Perhaps we could just start with a truck for our other driver, have him, you know, go find jobs with trailers, and then we can buy him a trailer once we feel comfortable with that. Look what this can get us for normal cargo. That can really improve us for heavy cargo, or for normal cargo. That is great with these engine changes. I mean, there's no point in even adding another engine at that point because it's about optimized for normal cargo, which is beautiful. And that's of course what we're going to be driving for a while until we can afford more. This one, what's this more optimized for? If we updated the engine, see, that's not as good for normal cargo. Okay, unless we did update the transmission in this, then that does give us the optimal normal cargo. That's a bit more expensive. I mean, that's going to be, let's see, if this one, let's max this out with everything I want and see what the cost would be. We could buy 2 different kinds of trucks. So we're going to get the better, do we want the better engine with the better horsepower? No, because we just want it good for normal cargo, basically. It does help us with hills, though. And that would kind of be good because we are in Sweden and we go to Norway quite often. So having better hill climbing would kind of be nice for only $2,000 more too. Go to the inside, we got that light interior. Paint job, that's obviously the cheapest to just have the white truck at this point. As much as I want this, perhaps it's something we'd have to wait for because of the extra cost. Look at all these paint jobs. Some of them are ridiculous. Like $50,000 for paint on a truck. That's no idea why you would want something like that. I mean, that does look pretty nice. Look at that. That looks absolutely beautiful right there. repping our home country in style. I wish you could customize the paint jobs a little bit more though. But that is a bit expensive, but that would look nice. Let's see. Choose a pin on the truck to view applicable accessories. I think we would just stick with all of the main stuff at this point. I mean, no lamps. Let's hop inside, see if our mirrors would be okay. Let's see, what's this do? Okay, that's just a sun shield, not really necessary. Ooh, I like that winter stuff right there. That'll be good for winter. Gotta have your good old Rocket League ball, right? In my truck. Adds only $100. What do we have here? Lighting. I mean, we have the right everything else. We have the mirrors, okay. We don't really need all of this add-on stuff. We can add it a little bit later. We don't really need a plate. Let's take a look at the outside of the truck, see if there's anything else that we need. I mean, we could, you know, update this to the chrome door handles, which obviously we can update all that stuff later on. I'd rather not spend too much money now on these little things, because that'll just up the cost. And it looks like, how do you remove? Did it, or was it already there? Okay, that's just an extra exhaust. See, we don't really need that at this point. So, I mean, that looks pretty good for our little truck. If we want to add more to it later, I'd say that we just add stuff later, because it looks pretty good the way it is. So that would be $142,000 at this point. So if we got, let's see, the other one, I'd want to keep the paint job the same. So if we go to my calculator on my phone, try to do some math here. 142,035. If we got two of them, that's 284,000. So that doesn't get us to the 300,000 that we need, or because the trailer's like 33,000, so that'd be plus 66,000. So then we'd be let's see, plus 66,000. That would be 350,000. So we're barely cutting it close if we took out another $50,000 loan at this point, which makes me wonder, where could we save cost? I mean, it's only $2,000 there. It's $6,000 with the better transmission, but I want to have that because that seems like something really nice. It adds an engine retarder. It adds, you know, I mean, look what it does to the normal cargo. I mean, we could just change the paint job. That would save $11,000. I think that's what we'll have to do for now. We'll just have to repaint the truck a little bit later. We're gonna have to save a few costs right now and I think just go with the white truck at first, to be honest, because that's the cheapest. That's the cheapest option. It'll save us money. Or you know what? I know what we could do. We could get my truck with this one. The other truck, we'll buy it with the other truck. We will go ahead and buy with white paint. That'll save us the $10,000, and then we'll be good to go for repaying the loans and all that kind of stuff. That looks really nice right there too. There's some beautiful, look how beautiful that is. There are some beautiful paint schemes on here that are just stunning. But again, this is my company logo. It would be perfect. It would be perfect. And of course we can have a blue trailer to go with it too. It'd be a lot of blue though. That's another thing I could decide. Do I want to have a blue? Maybe I could do like a light blue, the Scandinavian blue metallic. And then like a dark blue. Ooh, that for the front of my trucks, and then the back could be like the dark blue, so like a light blue and a dark blue, or like a gray and a dark blue. Look how nice that looks with the front of the truck right there. What are the colors for my company? There's yellow, light blue, and dark blue. So is there a yellow? There's not really a yellow. That looks kind of ugly. I don't think that would really fit, but I like the dark blue and the light blue together. I mean, I like the gray as well. But if you look at our company logos, there's not really any gray in there. It's just yellow and then the light and into the dark blue. So I really think, I mean, that almost fits in perfectly if we get a darker blue trailer to have these baby blue trucks. I think I'm going to go with that. So we'll go ahead and get this. Let's go through everything again, make sure it's what we want. Obviously, we got to level up to get more advancements to the truck. But I think this is a pretty good starter truck. We got the paint job. Accessories, there's nothing specific I want on the inside. I'm gonna have my good old, I don't know, I want the Snowflake, I want the Rocket Ball League as well. I think we're gonna go with the Rocket Ball League for now because it's not quite wintertime, but it is almost Christmas, so a Christmas ornament. You know what, we'll go with the Christmas ornament. It's almost Christmas. We want to get in the festive season one way or another, and that way we can ride that out until the end of the semester. We'll have these after Christmas for the winter stuff. So mirrors look okay. There's not really much that I can upgrade on them, to be honest. At this point, a plate would kind of be cool. Can't really change the steering wheel. What's this do? I don't know what that does down there. Maybe it gives you a GPS or something like that. Obviously, you know, we'll just have to use the route advisor for now, unfortunately. we'll get to GPS at some point. Maybe I'll get a mod that has like the route advisor show up on the window or something to make it a little more realistic. I want those in-truck GPSs though, because you would think most modern vehicles in real life would have those. So we'll get to that eventually. That would be nice as well, but again, that's just extra money that we don't need to spend. And look, the cost is 135 times 2, so we're at 270. So we'll only be 30,000 over at this point. So we were able to save some money with that paint job change and windshield sets. What's this allow me to add? Nothing at this point, does it? Those are just accessories. We don't have any of that right now, so. Alright, so we're going to go with this truck here. This is our new Scania, ladies and gentlemen. The heavy cargo's not... Why is it not completely maxed out now? What did I change? What was it that maxed it out? I'm not even sure. It doesn't go up all the way. But that's okay. Maybe because I went with the cheaper of the two trucks and it doesn't completely... Oh, I know what it was. That was it. That was it. I decided to sacrifice a little bit of normal for a little bit of hills. So it's 2,000 more. Gives us a little more horsepower. So it'll still be pretty good for everything. I think we'll be able to have a good trucking experience with this. And of course, you know, we have the money. It is my truck. Let's go ahead and add a little driver's plate. Andrew, should I put my name or should I put Eurostar? I think I like that. I like that right there. It'll give me my name. But let's go on this side. Let's put it. Do we want it on my side? We'll put it on the driver's side. It is me driving the truck after all. So now we know whose truck it is. Important. Very important, isn't it? Those lamps look nice. Those lamps look really nice. See, now I'm just starting to waste money at this point on stuff that I don't need. All these extra lights. Not really necessary. Let's get rid of those lamps because I'm going to try to not be an idiot and save some money. We don't need additional lights at this point. Look at all these things that you can add on. You can look at what you can change with the tires. It really is amazing. I mean, we can add better tires eventually. I think we'll add on to those things as we get further on. I think we'll just stay with the base stuff for now. I think we ultimately should be okay. So, there's our truck. $135,000, $123,000 base price. Go ahead and confirm this. All right, so 135, 715. It is, yeah, it's not that fourth one, but as I said, they were almost the same truck anyway. So we will go ahead and purchase. Here we go. All right, thank you for buying your first truck from us. Please come again. All right, folks, we have done it. We have bought our first truck. And of course that gets us back to Stockholm, which is where we wanted to be anyway. So kind of found a loophole to get home in a way, but I mean, we were close enough home to where it's not like I'm teleported across the map anyway. So there it is. There's our garage. We can now actually go in our garage for the first time ever. Our crappy little garage, which will be expanded upon eventually when we get more trucks. But there it is. Look how beautiful our little truck is. Look at that. I love the cutscenes it gives you trying to show it off in the lighting and sunshine. 8:53 in the morning. All right, so there is our truck. Now we want to go ahead and get let's see if we can go to the bank here. Can we take out another of the same loan? Yeah, we can also do a 50,000. So we want to take out a 50,000. That would make it 800 a day. That does make it expensive, but we do want to get a trailer for myself first. So let's go ahead and customize it. Here's our trailer. Just a regular trailer, basically. Ooh, one axle. Why would you want that? That is nuts. We don't need to worry about spending extra. All right, paint job. Oh my God, it's $24,000. Oh, that changes a lot, doesn't it? Oh man, I did not expect it to be that expensive. I mean, we could save $40,000 if we didn't do that for now. Oh geez. Let's see. I like how there's some real companies in here. That's pretty cool. Spurs of Fire. Look at that. That's quite interesting. Do they have super fancy ones? We don't have the ability to have them yet. What can you have accessories here? Fire extinguishers. We'll just let the truck catch on fire. Is that okay? Markers. Side protection. Wheels, obviously. Just stuff on the back. So you can customize some stuff. I've never owned a trailer before. Plastic box and water tank. That's interesting. Kind of looks cool. Not really sure what the use is, but... Alright, so if we got this, it would be $55,000. And we have... So those two combined would be $110,000. So 68 minus 10, so we'd have $58,000 to spare, which means we'd have to take out another $300,000 loan. Would we be able to pay that off in time? I don't see why not. It's kind of a gamble, and I don't want to end up having to sell one of my other trucks. But if we did that, we'd be making a lot more money. I mean, we'd have a ton of time to pay it off. I'd have a driver that's making me money. I say let's just go ahead and do it. I think we'll be okay financially, because we'll have, let's see, the truck would cost, like, we'd have, let's see, so this cost $110,000 for 2 of them, plus the other truck, which would be about $135,000. So that's $245,000 it would cost. We have $168,000. So that gives us negative $77,000 plus another $300,000 loan. So we'd still have $377,000. So by the time that's all paid off, would we be able to make more in one day than we'd have to pay off? We'd have to pay off almost $1,000 a day. So we'd have to make almost that much. My driver would have to give me a decent amount. Let's see. I want to look at my hard economy mod. Let's go back online here. Freight and cargo market cost. It's 103 euros, so the amount of money that I would make, hold on here. Garage buy upgrade, AI fuel consumption, AI driver salary. So it used to be, I think it used to be 0.12 euros per kilometer is what I would make. And now it went from 10 to, it went down by a full to 10. AI driver salary. So we'd only have to pay 0.12 per kilometer as well. So we'd still make more money from the second truck. So I think we will be able to cover that, especially by the time we get to freaking 377 something. I mean, I'll be able to really make some deliveries at that point. So I tell you what we'll do. I'll go ahead and confirm this, at least buy one for myself. Let's go ahead and purchase that, and we'll send it, obviously, to Stockholm. And, folks, we have our first trailer, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. We can access it from the trailer manager now. So that's obviously what we'll want. And let's go ahead and... we can't look at the cargo market yet because my trailer's not connected. So let's go to trailer manager. And let's... Where do I pick that up? Use. You really want to take it? Yes. Alright, it's been attached. So we now have that trailer. And if we go to the cargo market, let's see how much money we'll actually be able to make now. Oh my god, $2,000. Holy moly, why is that one so much? I think that's a glitch. I don't think it should be that much. That seems like a lot. For the economy mod, that seems really weird. That seems way off. That one seems high too, but the rest of them seem somewhat reasonable. So I don't know why the used plastics is so much. Maybe that's something that's broken in the economy mod. I mean, look at this one. For some reason, it's 1,435 euros, but it is a longer delivery. It's only $1. It's only $1.29 a kilometer. So, man, you make a lot much more money when you're actually the one doing it, and it makes you realize how expensive trucking is. So I think looking at these prices, we'll definitely be able to make $1,000 a day at this point. I mean, that's only 4 hours. You do 3 of those in a day, and you know you do 2 of those, you're 800. Plus my driver's gonna get me more money. So we'll go ahead and buy the second truck now as well. This has turned into a bit of a long episode, so hope you guys have enjoyed it. And then what's this? The freight market. Oh my god, 9,000. Heating oil, $16,000. Is that with the economy mod? That doesn't seem right at all. Wow. That seems very high. $12 a kilometer for the freight market. But of course, those are with trailers that I don't even have yet, so we're obviously not going to be doing that. Would they really, in real life, I don't think, there's no way they would charge $16,000 to get heating oil like that. So maybe that's something that the game needs to actually look at and actually fix. I'm not sure. But we'll go ahead and go to Cowboy. No, we're not going to make a delivery right now. What am I thinking? We're going to go back to the truck, go back to the bank. So we got to take out another $300,000 loan. So yeah, it'll be now just over $1,000 a day. So $1,112 a day at this point is what we'll be paying. And let's go back to the truck dealer. Back to Scania. We'll buy our second truck, and then we'll try to get we got to recruit a driver as well. So it looks like, oh man, does it just save everything, doesn't it? Oh, it saved our configuration from last time. That's awesome. So obviously we don't want to have a, actually, can we hire a driver first? Let's see if we have anyone available. And then we can put a nameplate with our driver's name, which would be kind of cool. Recruitment agency. Have we discovered any? Just Stockholm. Okay, hire a driver. What do we got? You don't have any slots available, I know. Nils. So I guess that's going to have to be our first driver, because that's all we really got. He's not very high rated, but that's how the game seems to be at the beginning. So his name is NILS, Nils. So we'll go ahead and put his name on the truck. We'll go ahead and visit the dealer. Alrighty. Oh no, now it's not... Oh, fleet. Okay, there we go, fleet. Oh, awesome, it saves it. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now I can actually have a proper fleet of trucks. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put his name on. Standard plate. Mr. Niels. NILS. Alrighty, Niels. So there we go, that does that, and we'll go ahead and purchase him his truck, which will be the same as mine for the beginning. Go ahead and confirm that, and purchase. We don't have any space left in our garage. Oh no! Can you only keep one truck in the garage? Oh man. Do you really want to leave the truck dealership? Yeah. Oh no. Can we expand our garage? How much does that cost? What's the cost to expand it? Upgrade. $300,000. Oh no. Yeah, we don't have the money to do that right now. I mean, I could take out another $300,000 loan, but that's just an extra $1,000 a day to repay it. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to go with our own truck at this point. I mean, it doesn't really look like we can afford to do that yet. So we took out an extra loan for nothing, which kind of sucks. Now we got to repay it. So that was a waste of that. Perhaps we can repay it now. Will the interest be late? No. See, we wasted 18% interest, so that's not good. We gotta figure out a way to make that money back as quickly as we can. I should have checked that before. That was dumb. 300,000 times 1.18. That's possibly a waste of $54,000. So we gotta. I mean, we have 630 days. So as soon as we can get enough money to expand that, I think that'll be much worth it. I mean, I could take out another $300,000. Do I want to do that? I could almost buy 2 more trucks then. It's a lot of loans, but you know what? Screw it. We'll just take out a huge... I mean, it's a lot more per day, but then we have a lot more money. And then we have another... We'll expand our empire. You know, we could buy even another truck and continue to make more. I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll decide for the next episode. That's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. We finally have a beautiful, beautiful truck. Let's go ahead and look at it. We got our trailer attached. Oh, look at the blue. Look at those colors. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely magnificent. Go ahead, get the thing started up for the first time ever. 0 miles on it. That looks incredible. I cannot wait to start driving this thing around Stockholm and around Europe. We're going to make so much money. It's going to be awesome. In the next episode, guys, we will be headed this way. Can't wait to bring it to you. For now, guys, we'll see you next time. I'm Mr. F like 9916. Peace.